Okay, so today I want to talk about meditation and how that can help relieve stress and anxiety for pregnant women because stress and anxiety is becoming more and more common. High levels of stress are becoming more common during pregnancy, and a certain amount of stress is bound to come because there are so many changes, so many ups and downs through all aspects of life that are happening during pregnancy. Daily schedules are being changed, physical, obviously, changes are happening, emotional, mental, everything is basically, going like this. And so there is a certain amount of stress that is bound to be there. But with our modern lifestyle, our daily routines, our busyness, the stress levels tend to go even higher because, quite honestly, in our modern day, women are expected to do everything because we want to prove that we can, or we want to just be able to handle it all, or we're used to it. Whatever the reason is, there's no right or wrong here, there's no judgment here. But women are typically more busy, doing more, and trying to juggle a lot more in the modern world today. So that is bound to increase stress levels. When we're pregnant, we're not able to function at the level that we originally were. So this is why holistic practices like meditation, like breathing techniques, and many other things that I'm going to explain in this 7-part series. We're only on the second one. And all these tools are there to really help you if you just figure out how to incorporate them in your everyday, which I can help you with. I can show you how. That's what I do in my pregnancy coaching program, the pregnancy preparedness program that I offer. This is exactly what I do. I help guide you to figure out how you can incorporate this in your routine so it becomes a habit, it becomes normal. You're not thinking about, okay, well, I'm stressed. Now I have to go into my toolbox and figure out what I can kind of dig out of there. Maybe it's meditation, maybe it's not. I don't know what to do. So that's kind of the idea. But I want to talk about meditation today because as the second thing in this list, it is one of the more simpler things to incorporate if we know how to do it. So yes, it's simple, but it's not as easy to actually do. And let me tell you why. So why a lot of people struggle with incorporating meditation into their practice. Well, number one, we in general, it's a generalization, are very goal oriented. And so we like to accomplish things. We like to check things off. We like to be good at what we're doing. And there's this whole idea around meditation that it should be very calm. You shouldn't have any thoughts. You should be kind of very zen. And so when we don't feel that way, it feels like a failure and it feels like we didn't achieve what we came to do. Now, the one most important thing to be successful at meditation is to let that belief go. Now, the way to do this is really, really kind of hone in on the idea that meditation is not a state of doing. We're not doing it. It's a state of being. So we're actually just in the state of being in the present moment, whatever that looks like. So in the beginning, yes, our minds will be racing, and that's fine that you're in your state of being. The only thing that we change here is our awareness of that. So being aware of the thoughts racing, that is your meditation. It is not an erasing of your thoughts. So when we sit down, we are just trying to be right here in this moment. If our thoughts take us away, we just create this consciousness around that. And eventually and gradually, we can start slowly bringing our minds back by really focusing on our breath. So my recommendation to everyone is to just try it for 1 minute. Just start with 1 minute. Put a timer on and just sit with yourself for 1 minute. You can do that even right before walking out of your car after parking somewhere. You can do that right before going to bed, right before brushing your teeth. Any 1 minute that you can offer yourself, I would say do that. Close your eyes because that really helps you focus more inwards. It reduces the level of sensory input that you're getting. Close your eyes. If you're really alert to sounds around you, put some quick, soft music on. And then just slow down your breath and focus on your breathing. So I like to count my breathing because the counting really helps me stay focused on what I'm doing. So I count my breathing and I try to slow it down if possible, but I just try to notice how I'm breathing, notice how my body's feeling, notice what's going on in my mind, and that's it. And every day is going to look different. So that's another point that I like to mention, that just because we got, to a certain level or of mental clarity one day, we meditated really well, that doesn't mean that it'll be the same the next day. Because remember, this is a state of being. This is how we are that day. And it fluctuates. It isn't a goal-oriented chart where we're trying to do this. It's actually just kind of like this, which is really life in general, right? An accurate representation of our life. There's going to be ups and downs. Our meditations are going to be up and down. We just have to practice going into it with no expectation at all. When we do this, that is when we create more self-awareness, more consciousness of what we're doing, of how we're being, and that is the goal of meditation. So when that happens, yes, there will be mental clarity. Yes, hormones will be balanced. Physical symptoms will lessen. Heart rate will be balanced. Blood pressure will be lowered. All the physical signs you will see. All the mental signs you will see, the effects, all the spiritual effects you'll see. So I'm going to go a little woo-woo on you here for just a quick second, but meditation is the best way to, yes, improve physical and mental conditions, but also elevate your level of spirituality. And spirituality, what I mean by that is just your connection to yourself. And with yourself, you can connect deeper and deeper. And when you do that, you automatically connect more and more with your baby. So that's the magical part of this that you get to experience while pregnant. And at no other phase in your life do you get to do this simultaneously with your baby and feel the positive effects tenfold. So that connection that you create, that lasts. That's not just during pregnancy. That lasts and stays with you into motherhood, into later in life. And so if we continue this, together, then you'll notice really, really great positive effects. So try this at home. I'd love to know how it goes for you. So comment below, and I hope to see you for part 3.